I love those church bells. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Coffee Talk. Good morning. Oh, good morning, good morning. Hello, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing? Good morning. Okay, well, it is Monday, May something or other, and I had a great weekend for the most part. I finished Mad Men, the series. And while I was slightly disappointed with the last episode, I loved the series. I thought Mad Men was one of the best series I have ever watched. And Don Draper, ooh-wee, love him. Things I love, apricot flavored anything. Shout out to apricot flavored sparkling water. I love you. Shout out to neighbors who drop off cheesecakes. Thank you so much to my sweet neighbor Jill, who brought like a lightly lime flavored cheesecake to my house, and my children absolutely love it. Really thoughtful. Shout out to sprinkler systems. Shout out to sprinklers that you can turn on and the kids can play in the sprinklers, because sometimes mom needs a break. Okay? So there's that. And what else do I absolutely love right now? What am I loving? You know what? Shout out to 12-in-1 body washes. Shout out to 12-in-1 body washes that can wash my face, wash my armpits. I can shave my legs with it. Everything. Yes. Shout out to that. Shout out to Don Draper's big penis. I don't know if you guys have ever seen him in sweatpants, but holy bajolies. So shout out to those things I absolutely love. Additionally, shout out to people who speak more than one language. It really is so fun to be able to talk to people, to meet people where they are, see them and know they speak a different language, and be able to speak to them in their language. It really is very cool. I see you, SGH. Very funny, sir. It's not the same. You see, it's not the same. It's not the same thing. Because when you turn around, love it. Paint my world to black, tattooed all I see. Anyway, so also, shout out to Salsa Verde. Okay, I feel like Salsa Verde doesn't get a lot of love. Everybody always wants to shout out the red salsa. And I feel like Salsa Verde doesn't get enough love. So shout out to Salsa Verde. I ate some last night and it is banging. Okay? All right. So I'm hoping to be able to cook tonight. Arroz con pollo. I'm hoping to be able to cook it tonight. I'll let you guys know by mid-afternoon. But if you can get the stuff, if you can get the stuff to make it, you should get the stuff to make it, because hopefully we'll be able to cook. But I want to talk to you guys about forgiveness. Forgiveness, man, it is a calling, isn't it? I mean, it is a calling to just have to work out forgiveness with people you love. And I know that we have talked so many times about the fact that people are going to hurt you. They are going to hurt your feelings. They are going to disappoint you. There's going to be a lack of communication. And, oh, you stick around, Stephen. Stick around. There's going to be a lack of communication, and people are going to say things to you like, I'm not a mind reader. I didn't know how you felt, blah, 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 blah. And so you've got to choose the people that you put yourself around and choose them wisely, because you are going to be called to forgive people, sometimes the same people, over and over. And get this, are you ready, friends? You are going to be called to forgive the same people for the same shit over and over. What you say, Jamie? I said, you're going to be called to forgive the same people for the same shit over and over. Wait a minute. So what you're saying is they're going to do something that hurts you or disappoints you, and you're going to forgive them and explain why and they're going to do the same shit? Yes. Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. Okay? Forgiveness is a tricky thing. Okay? Let me tell you why. Because when I say it's a calling, it's not for everybody. Not everybody is qualified to forgive. They simply cannot do it. They say they can, but they can't. They rehash the same shit. They bring it up all the time. They say they forgive you, but they don't. Now, what do you do when it's your spouse? Let's talk about it. I'm not talking about, first of all, let me be crystal clear. I'm not talking about any kind of abuse. If somebody's abusing you, fuck forgiveness. So you can put that on a t-shirt. If somebody's abusing you, fuck forgiveness. Just like that. Okay? I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about situations where you have to, okay, we'll do parents, we'll do friends, we'll get to all of that. I just want to talk to you about spouse. Okay, I'll use my spouse for example, because I'm good like that. My spouse loves to ask for, no, Stephen, I'm so interested to hear your thoughts on this. I hope you'll stick around. My spouse loves to ask for forgiveness, not permission. And I know we've talked about this on a lot of coffee talks before, but typically when it involves golf, I can almost guarantee that there will be some level of forgiveness required. Why? Because for some reason, my spouse cannot maintain a level of communication or honesty when golf is involved. I don't know why. I don't know who broke that man. I don't know who belittled him or shamed him or punished him for his hobbies, but somewhere in his life, he was made to feel like it was a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It's an awesome thing. Get a hobby. Who the hell wants to be married to someone without a hobby? Not me. Hold on. I need to make sure there's no kids around. Hello? Hey, no kids. So I'm going to give you an example. Saturday he went and played golf, and he was supposed to be home at 1:30. He didn't get home till 3:15. Apparently, because of COVID, this is their new excuse now for everything, they put them on a delay. And apparently they put them on an hour and a half delay to break up the groups. Do you think that maybe he could have used his thumbs? I mean, the cool thing about God separating us from gorillas is that we have thumbs that do this. Isn't that cool? You know why God gave us those thumbs? So we could text our wives and say we're on an 1.5-hour delay at the golf course, so we will be home much later than expected, while you are home all day from 7:15 in the morning with 3 children, and we're in quarantine, so you can't really go anywhere. So I'm going to use my, what are they called? Disposable? Bendable? I don't fucking know. Whatever it is. Thumbs. To communicate with you, because I am not a gorilla, that I am going to be very late. See how that works? Okay. So for an 1.5 hours, it never occurred to you one time to be like, oh shit, I'm going to be really late. Let me let her know. Right? Okay. So when I finally called him at like 2:30 and was like, are you dead? He was like, oh, they put us on a delay 1.5 hours, so I probably won't be home till like 3:30, 3:45. I'm sorry, bruh. What the fuck did you say? Okay. Let me tell y'all something. Marriage requires forgiveness. It requires forgiving your spouse for the same stupid shit over and over and over again. It doesn't mean it doesn't cause erosion in your marriage. It doesn't mean that it doesn't turn you off and the thought of kissing them makes you want to actually poke your own eyeballs out with a paper clip. It doesn't mean that it doesn't have lasting wear and tear on whatever like unity you created in front of God and all that bullshit. It just means that unless you want to separate, you're going to have to forgive a lot. Okay? And this is where we're at. This is when people go, marriage is work. And you go, what is that supposed to mean? Right? This is what it means. It means that you're going to find yourself repeating the same shit. And let me tell you what's really funny. Let me tell you what's really funny. When you say, I don't understand why you couldn't just text me. Like, why do we have to go through this shit every time? Like, why do we have to have the same conversation? Blah, blah, blah. They want to make it about that issue. They want to go, all right, so I didn't text you. I'm sorry. I got caught up. Bruh, if you don't shut, I'll take my fucking shoe off. You know it's not about this time. You know it's not about this time. It's about forgiving you for the same shit over and over and over. And you know, I was tired of forgiving you for the same shit. It's exhausting. And it's chemically changing me. I think it's aging me. Yeah, I think I'm getting wrinkles. Started out with like 3 freckles, and now I got like a lot. Okay? Some people call them sunspots. I call them fucking marriage exhausting stain marks on my face. Okay? And everybody wants to give you some magical marriage quote. Pick your battles. Never go to bed angry. Blah, blah, blah. Shut up! Shut up! You are a grown-ass man. And I know you know how to use your thumbs because I've seen you use them. Okay? Okay. So, text me and tell me you're going to be almost 2 hours late so I can manage the expectation of the 3 extremely annoying children who keep saying, where's Dad? Is Dad home? Is Dad almost home? Where's Dad? Is he here? Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Alrighty. So, before you give me some bullshit Pinterest quote you found. I don't want to hear it, Samantha. I don't. Okay, I don't. Use your thumbs, men. Use your thumbs. So many great things you could do with a thumb, boys. It's so funny. You know what's so funny? You know what's so funny? It's amazing. When I go to the nail salon and I go, listen, hey, Michael, get the kids. I'm going to go get my nails done. He goes, okay. And when I get there, if there's a 30-minute wait, you know what I do? Oh my God, y'all, it's fucking revolutionary what I do. It is revolutionary. I am literally changing the game with this next move. So listen, I call Michael and I go, hey, they're running like 30 to 40 minutes behind. You want me to come home or are you good? No, I'm good. Go ahead. Okay. I know. Groundbreaking shit right there. Groundbreaking. So, don't try to gaslight me when I tell you that I've had it up to here with the lack of communication and the blatant disrespect, right? Don't try to make it seem like I'm making a big deal about this time. This time. Right? Because you know it's not about this time. It's about 14 years of the same shit. Okay? And it's all about forgiveness. Forgiveness. Look at me, forgiving. And then it's like, look, if you don't let it go, right, then you're the one that walks around like a stank ass. You're the one that you're the buzzkill in the house. You're the one that like keeps the distance and makes it weird. So you have to forgive, right? Only this time, his children were like super hip to it. And his oldest child was literally like, if you knew you were going to be 2 hours late, why didn't you just tell us? Bruh, hold on. Let me get my shit. Let me watch this. Go ahead. Go ahead, Olivia. Tell him. This is good. Well, I was just... You was just what? What was you just doing? Tell your kids why you couldn't use your fucking thumbs. I'll be right here like this. Oh, okay. Listen, here's the thing. There's no magic carpet ride in marriage, okay? There is, however, hindsight. And I know a lot of people who are divorced now who go, yes, I could have been a lot more considerate in my marriage. Okay. Public service announcement. Don't be that person. Okay? Use your thumbs. It's really simple. Just use your thumb. Because the truth is, we're not going to divorce you over it, but it is going to erode us, and it is going to make us resentful. And I know this is going to be hard for a lot of men to understand. I know it is. But if we love you, see, if we don't love you, our head, our heart, and our vagina are not connected at all. I could use one or the other, or none, or all three, 1, 2, 1.5, 2.5, a gainer, a triple linding. None of it matters if I don't care, if I don't love you. But if I love you, that shit's all connected. And if you erode me, right? It just doesn't work the same. Because even if my vagina like really wants you, my mind goes, do you really, sis? Do you really? I don't think you do. And then my vagina's like, but wait, we do. We want. And my brain's like, but do we? I don't think we do. We're eroded. We're eroded. We're over it. And my vagina goes, oh, man. Right. And then our heart goes, I'm sorry, girls. I know this sucks. Sucks for all of us. Nobody wins here. Okay? Okay. So, yeah, if you erode me, I won't ride you. Shit, that's the truth. All right. So, I'm just letting y'all know. I'm just keeping it 100. That's all. I'm just telling you right now. And, you know, I just basically went up to him this morning and said, well, I've decided that I'm not going to stay in a funky space anymore. I'm going to forgive you. And just know that every time we go through a situation like this, you erode certain parts of me, and they can't be, you know, if you're cool with it, you're the one with the eroded wife. And then he pouts because he feels bad. What the hell? I hear water. All right. All right. So let's, watching with my hubby, how you steal the words from my heart. Oh, Jenny, he is a brave, brave man to be watching this with you. Look, at the end of the day, I feel like most men would rather ask for forgiveness than permission. They are avoiders by nature. Truly. They just are. And, you know, I understand that to a degree. But, all right, let's take some. God, we have thousands of people watching. It's so fun. Let's see. Who wants to come talk to me? Come and talk to me. A brother. I love this. Let a man try to talk to me about this shit right now. I love it. Come and talk to me. I really want to meet you, girl. I really want to know your name. Hello? Hello? All right, well, I can't look at your ceiling. It was like he kind of wanted to talk to me, and then he realized he probably didn't want to talk to me. Yes, I am going to do a pitch series. We're developing the materials now. So if you want to learn how to pitch film or television, I'm working on it. But I will tell you, there isn't a woman, I don't care how happily married she is. I don't care how bomb diggity her husband is. I don't care how well he grills or what his dance skill. Steven, I'm going to tell you right now. In 2 seconds, I'm going to invite you into this live, and you're going to have to speak. Okay? We'd rather not, one, get caught, two, have to be forgiven for small stuff. You see, here comes the gaslighting by the men who don't even mean to gaslight. How brave you feeling, Steven? I don't care how rich your husband is. I don't care how handsome he is. I don't care how big his ego is. I don't care any of those things. Every single woman watching now can relate to a part of this. Every single one. I don't care. I would come in, but I'm naked. You know what? You are a whole fool. Y'all, that is my Steven. The one that I refer to the one that I love, my Stephen. He is mine. I claim him. I love him. I pray over him. He is mine. And he's actually one of the most intelligent men ever, but he is flawed as a man. Same shit. Even as a friend, you try to communicate, you expect certain things from him. He's like, I didn't know that's what you wanted. I'm not a mind reader. Oh, really? You didn't know I wanted you to reply to my text message that I sent you 17 days ago? His favorite line is, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I totally saw your message, and you know what happened was I thought I replied to it. I thought I replied to it, but I didn't. Or, oh my God, it's crazy. I replied and then I never hit send. Oh my, really? Let me teach you how texting works. It goes like this. I send you a text. The H in my phone was busted. I know you can see me. I know you can see me. No, of course none of us are perfect. Now, listen, I love all the women coming forward who need to feel like they need to defend men. Y'all don't have to defend men to me, okay? I love men. I love them. I love men. Y'all don't have to defend men to me. None of us are perfect. None of us, we all make mistakes. We all have flaws. Trust me, I'm well aware of that. This is just a different conversation. Now Chris is defending Stephen. Now this is when the men are going to start to defend each other. Hold up. Stephen's my boy. I never even met Stephen, but I'm going to tell you that we all do that, Stephen. That's funny. Most men don't even realize they're gaslighting you. They don't realize when they say, why are you making such a big deal about this? Okay? That's gaslighting, because you're not making a big deal about this. You're making a big deal about the fact that you have to talk about the same thing and address the same issue over and over and over again. Totally different. Anyway, let me see. I want to try to speak to people that I haven't spoken to yet. Y'all keep waiting for men to be smart and like y'all. Okay. Stephen, I say this with every respectful molecule that I have in my body. Yeah, you better rephrase. Okay. Wait, but I know you're rephrasing. Your rephrasing is going to be worse than the original comment. Stephen, I know you have clothes on. Just come in the video. You don't, what? Ugh. Thank you, MD. Do you not wonder if your friend is okay after 17 days? You keep waiting for men to think exactly like y'all. Okay. You don't. No, you definitely don't. Y'all definitely do not. I actually... Stephen, why don't you just come talk to me? Why are you acting like you're shy? There's nothing shy about you. Just so y'all know, Stephen is truly, and I say this sincerely, graduated from Brown, one of the most intellectual human beings you will ever meet. You will be hard-pressed to find somebody smarter than Stephen. And he's not just book smart. He's street smart. And he's not just street smart. He's in tune with the human connection, and he's worldly, and he's not afraid to be alone, and he's not afraid to say when he's been alone too long. He's the kind of person that you want to be friends with. But he has a lot of manly men traits that drive me fucking bonkers as one of his best friends. It is insane. When I need to speak to him, he probably won't because he's going to be too shy. But But it just goes to show you that you can have the same conversation with a man over and over and over again. He won't do it. Okay, I'll just give you guys this, but he's still a man, right? I'll just give you guys this. Do you know how many times I have said to him, it bothers me, it upsets me, it annoys me, whatever adjectives you want to use, okay? That I text you and you don't text me back. It makes me feel like you don't care about me. And you and I both know that you do. I'm one of your best friends. You're one of mine. I hate feeling like I'm an afterthought. He will acknowledge it. He will own it. He will then do it again the next week. I'm sorry I didn't respond to your text message. I saw it and thought I did. Okay, you're right. And then he'll do the same shit the next week. I don't, it's not even husbands. It's like, he goes, and then I get it right for X number of times and then mess up. You know what's hysterical though, Stephen? The other day when you texted me something and I didn't respond to you right away, I don't know if you noticed, but you actually pinged me again. Like, hey Ma, did you not see this? And I thought, oh, isn't that swimming? That's hysterical. My sweet friend who leaves me in red hell, red R-E-A-D, like I've read your message and I'm not going to reply. I'm in your text purgatory all the time. Anyway. Stephen, just tell me you love me and you're sorry and you'll never do it again. But you know you will. All right, let me see who wants to talk to me. Is that really true? Yes, it's true. Look at the texts. I really want to do this. And, okay, there's a man. It's very brave. Very brave. Let's see. New York Rangers, which means he is a...
Hi, Dini. How you doing there?
Hi.
I'm Jeffrey from New York. How you doing?
Hi, Jeffrey from New York. How are you?
I'm hanging in, although because of these, horrible times of COVID-19, I'm stuck at home, trying to take care of, myself, and I know that a lot of other people are having hard times because jobs are closed. I just want to get your take on, how to handle with stress and anxiety and depression.
Oof. Well, Jeffrey, you're a Rangers fan?
Born and raised.
Okay, so I was born and raised a Devils fan, but we're going to unite on this conversation, okay?
Sounds good.
Okay, so I am not a therapist, Jeffrey. Don't forget that. I'm just a person. Okay.
I know.
So stress and anxiety. So in the beginning of this, for me, my anxiety got so bad that there were times where I literally had to get down on the floor and breathe because I was like, I am not okay. I am far past that. I have really worked through, okay. What has worked for me is creating a safe environment that I feel I can relax in, right? So this environment, my house, I feel like I have enough control over this small space that I can feel safe in so I can let myself breathe. Also, a lot of walking, Jeffrey. Can you get out and walk?
Yes, I can. I've been walking every day for at least an hour and a half.
Great. That was a huge help for me. Once I realized that I was okay, I could get out and walk. I walk in the morning, I walk in the afternoon, I walk at night. Once I realized I could move my body and still be like outside but safe, my like anxiety started to. Are you by yourself?
Yes, I am. I live alone.
Okay, so that's got to be more difficult. Let me ask you something. Would you consider going to a local shelter and maybe like adopting a cat or something, or a dog?
I was thinking about getting a dog because I'm allergic to cats.
Because I'm telling you what, Jeffrey, having another something in the house with you will make a huge difference. And there's so much love, and they're so fun, and they're such a good distraction, and it keeps you moving. You get out, you take them out, you feed them. There are so many dogs in shelters right now that need homes. Where do you live?
I live in Westchester, New York. It's right outside, like an hour and a half outside of Manhattan.
I know where Westchester is. There are so many great shelters in Westchester that need people like you who have a home that they could give a loving home to a dog. Can you go Google shelters in Westchester and find the one closest to you? Call them and say, like, do you have any dogs that are like a year old, around a year old, maybe that are trained, basically potty trained at this point? And
I've actually been Googling for those therapeutic dogs, the ones that help with like stress and anxiety.
That would be awesome. But those are going to take longer to get because you have to apply, it's a process.
Yeah.
The other thing
that you have to like go through documentation.
Yeah.
To get
Yeah.
license.
Yeah. It's a whole, that's a whole like rigmarole. I'm not trying to dissuade you. I'm just saying if you want something a little bit more immediate, I would call a shelter. And you don't have to adopt. You can foster. You can take a shelter dog out of the shelter for just a week, Jeffrey, and see how you feel. And if it's not the right fit for you, you can bring him back.
Okay.
I would call the shelters. I think you'll be so happy that you did.
Yeah.
Okay?
All right. Well,
I love you.
for your time,
I love you, Jeffrey.
I come on your lives all the time. I'm a big fan.
Oh, I appreciate you and I love you. Thank you for doing that.
Yeah, take care of yourself.
Okay, you too, baby. I'll talk to you soon. Okay. Bye. Oh. Okay, well. Fine. Thank you for a little perspective, Jeffrey. All right, well. Maybe that was God's way of saying grow up, Jamie. Fine. All right. Now we should all be thinking about calling our shelters and seeing if there's a dog we can foster. I love you guys very much, especially Jeffrey, because he's awesome. And shelter pets are amazing. And if you guys can find a space in your life for a shelter pet, please do. Cats, please, if you guys can shelter a cat or adopt one or even foster right now, please. Oh, I wish you would. Come on. How does this work? Oh, here we go. Love of my life. Oh, the bravery.
Oh, this is not what I thought it was going to be. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, well, since I'm here. Oh, hi, Jamie. How you doing?
Oh, really? First of all, look at those glasses, you little cutie.
I had to get dressed. I dress like this every day during the virus. Every day I'm like this. All right.
Okay, for those of you who understand Stephen's sense of humor, Stephen is from what they like to call the DMV area. Okay, which by the way, I will admit that until I had my radio show, when people referred to DMV, and I went to school in Baltimore, let me just say that, I thought the DMV was the damn DMV. People kept saying it, and I was like, what the hell are they talking about? DMV. Turns out DMV is the DC, Maryland, Virginia.
The funny thing is, it's always been DC, Maryland, Virginia since like 1787, right? But DMV is just a term that came up within the last 20 years. Like when I was young, they didn't call it DMV. I'm like, because I